So you have lackluster performance with your employees and you think that's just the way it is. Well, guess what? Exceptional performance should be the standard for you and for your business. Hi, my name is Kira Lescu, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Eagle Institute and creator of the Hire Exceptional Employees Masterclass. This video is a part of a series to help you get out of your own way to get the type of performance that you can and should have and that you're capable of in your business. In the next 8 minutes, you will learn how you are contributing to your employees' lackluster performance, how you can stop, and the next steps that you need to take for high-level employee performance. How do I know this? Well, in my last business, we were hiring for a key role, a plant manager role, and my business partner and I we're quite involved still in the manufacturing process and needed to pull a lot of that away so that we could grow the business to the next level. And in order to do that, we needed to have freed up a lot of our time and be more free to be away from the factory. So we invested about $25,000 in several months of time trying to find that right person that was really going to look after things in the way that we had been and even take it to a higher level so that we could continue to grow and thrive. And we used a process which, in hindsight, learning better processes, realized that just wasn't going to get it there. This process resulted in us hiring someone who we thought was really good, but in essence, we didn't know enough at a deep enough level about this person to make that kind of assertion. So it started on the first day. They started to have that, oh, well, maybe we can make it work. Well, maybe da 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 da. And over the next 60 days, we weren't getting what we asked for. He was working on things that we didn't want done and not doing the things that we had hired him to do. And he was tinkering with things in the business that we did differently than other people, but were actually part of our competitive advantage and started to dismantle those. In addition, he was irritating and not getting along with most of our other top level performers, and they were looking for other jobs, which we didn't know. So luckily, we let him go at 60 days and we were able to, repair the relationship we had with our existing employees. We had to obviously give him a compensation package. We obviously lost business. Plant productivity was down and business growth wasn't what it was supposed to be. So not even including the business growth, the total cost to our company of this mistake was about $100,000 that year. And, multiples that if you look at the lost revenue that we would have had we been able to carry forward with our growth plans, because the business was there. I mean, we just couldn't execute on it. So huge cost to that. So what are some of the signs? How do you know if you have hired someone like we did and got into that situation, or maybe you have someone there who's been there for a while that, you're just taking it for granted? How do you know that you don't have the right person in that role? One of the first things is their personal values conflict with the business's core values. And how that manifests is their decision making is vastly different or enough different that it's causing performance problems in the business. The next thing is that the employee is generally negative at work. And that can be for a variety of reasons, but I'm talking longer term, not that just something temporary. The third thing is that you get complaints about that person's performance from your top level performers on a regular basis or often. Now, I'm not talking about complaints from people that you consider not to be good performers, because they will actually, lower level performers will often actually complain about high level performance. So you need to look where it's coming from. But if it's from someone who's really doing a great job that's complaining, you need to pay attention to that. The next thing is that you're spending way too much of your time on something that person should be responsible for. And I'm not talking about the onboarding process or training or expanding skills. I'm talking about you're doing things that they can and should be doing on a regular basis. They've been trained and they should know how. The fifth thing is that they aren't relaxed and happy for the most part at work. That's one of the clear signs that there's a mismatch in the job fit. So it's important not only to look at what's going wrong, but also to look what's going right in your business and in the people you have. So how do you know when you've got the right person in the role? One of the first things is that they're achieving the job outcomes that you've identified. The next one is that you trust them to get the job done. You know that they'll say something if they don't have the resources that they need. You know that they have good judgment about what needs to be done, and that they'll say things when they're going right and they'll say things when they're going wrong. And that kind of brings me to my third point. They're honest. They're honest about how things are going. They're honest about their own performance. They're honest to other people. They're honest to your customers and to you. And they tell you what's working and what isn't and what needs to be fixed, and oftentimes can give you suggestions on how to do that. So, how much does your business need to hurt before you're willing to do something about it? I coached someone a few years ago and advised them on how to handle these exact problems. And it took them more than a year from the first time that they talked to me until they were hurting badly enough that they came to talk to me. So by this time, their business was actually in jeopardy. And I don't even know if this person knew that or not, because they were so stressed out just trying to deal with all the problems that were coming at them every day. And they were stressed out, and there's just problems everywhere. And what we did is we had to get over a number of things. The first one was their own beliefs, and we worked on that. We worked on setting up the process that they needed to identify what really needed to get done in the business, and helped find, using processes that work, found those right people for those right roles. And what happened was the business turned around. His working hours went way down. The business had tremendous growth over the next 12 months and even beyond that. And the people were all happy, including him. So, I mean, there's win, win, win. So, in summary, what are the steps? Well, there's 6 of them. First of all is how you are contributing to the situation and understanding that, and upping your expectations for what you should have for performance from yourself and the other people in your company. The next one is letting people go. And there's legal issues that you need to be aware of. There are mental and emotional issues for yourself, for the other people on your team, and for the people you're letting go. And there's being mindful, compassionate, and wise leader. There will be things that may be difficult that have to be said, and how you do that has a real big impact on not only this employee and this person or the people that you're letting go, but on the ones that are staying as well. The third thing is defining what needs to be done, being specific, and actually getting the right things. And this is actually a place where a lot of people fall down, is that they're looking for the wrong thing in what they're hiring for. Or they think that because they have these other things that they're going to get this other thing that they need too. No, not true. I can speak from my own experience. The fourth thing is having a world-class hiring process. And that is what I learned after this. That was the last role that I had that I used with these older hiring processes. I now have one that's highly successful, high first time success rate. And I've used it with myself and with other people as well. So you need to have the process that's going to help you understand really what it is you're hiring before that person starts on their first day. The fifth thing is being able to lead employees in their performance. All leaders, doesn't matter how long you've been at it, the ones that are exceptional in their businesses or in either other walks of life are continuously working on their leadership. So whether that's a big challenge for you or you feel like you excel at it, it's one of your strengths, there's always room to grow as a leader. And all you need to do, whether it's a long journey or you've come far down that road, is take the next step. The sixth thing is feedback and metrics. You have to be measuring the right things, and you have to have awareness for the people involved, the employees that are performing whatever it is they're performing, and their supervisors, the owners, and possibly some of the other people that work with those people, so everyone knows, is the job being done right or not. So you can put these 6 steps together on your own. I did. It took me 15 years, and you can piece it all together. Or the question you have to ask yourself is, do you really have 15 years to figure it out? So if you want to learn more about how I can help you with step number 1, which is getting out of your own way, and the other 5 steps that I just talked about in the process, I'm doing free. How do you hire exceptional employees and get the great results you're looking for strategy sessions, where you will create a crystal clear vision of your current employees, management skills, processes, and hiring practices, including being specific about how you are contributing to your own current results, where you will uncover hidden challenges, and there's a lot of them, to putting in place those right people for your business, and come away feeling renewed, re-energized, and inspired because you know it's going to go at the level that you're capable of. So to apply for your free How Do I Hire Exceptional People to Get the Results I'm Looking For strategy session, email art@theeagleinstitute.com. That's ART@THE Eagle Institute, all one word, .com, or call him at 647-774-6454. In 45 minutes, you can learn how to cut hours per week out of your schedule while getting better results. So email or call Art to apply for your strategy session right now.